Hi guys, so I'm at the beach as you can clearly see. So I've just dropped some yoga flows as well for aesthetic flow routines, and I've also been to dance studio too, and I choreographed a routine there, which is one of my favourite songs, Paperweight. Can't remember the artist, but it's a song that I listen to just all the time, and it's just, I've had a very productive morning, but it's been interesting actually, because in the past couple of weeks, as you notice, I haven't posted many diary logs, but because I've been going through, like, it's nothing bad or anything, it's just a couple realization moments, and it's really, when I go through these times, I like to go within and kind of deal with it myself. Like, I've been trying this year, a lot this year, to, you know, go to talk to people and not just, you know, keep to myself with it. But I notice when I go through these certain moments in my life when I don't feel completely right in myself, and I try and figure out for myself where the issue's coming from, where is it that I feel unsettled, and I noticed it was a lot to do with expectations. I had really high expectations of myself, and when you have those expectations, which, you know, I've posted in another diary log, I think, it's funny because, you know, you can post these things and it's just like, God damn it, I got it in too. Like, you know, this is my time to, you know, have my little moment. But when you have those really high expectations and they're unrealistic goals, you're always going to feel like a failure when you do that. And it's so important not to do that to yourself, because we as a spiritual being, we have levels in ourselves, and that's one of the things that I got really disappointed in, because I thought I was at this level and I could get this certain information during, like, you know, for example, in meditation. I feel like I was like more connected than I was, and I didn't get what I wanted because I had an expectation. I was just like, yeah, I can do this, I'm ready for this now. And I was pushing myself too much, and that's when I had that moment, just like, and then I had this kind of it was almost like a war between, like, my logical self and my spiritual self. And it was really interesting because I never had that before, because I've been really, as you know, I'm a very spiritual person and very much into all that stuff, but I'm also very logical too. So sometimes I have these times where I have a little war at myself. I'm like, oh, but this is not logical at all. Like, why do I feel this? Why do I believe this? Why am I like this? And then when I go to my spiritual self, I'm like, you know, spirit has no reason. Spirit has no logic. There is no rhyme or reason to it. It just, you know, stuff just happens. And it was kind of a bit at war myself with that. But once I had that realization of where that little angst was coming from, and, you know, it was to do with expectations, but also a few other things, after I had that kind of moment, and of course, you know, Tanya had a little cry, as you do, you have to release it. You really do. If you don't release it, you don't release that pain that you put that stuff through, you end up hiding it, sugarcoating it, and then it ends up being like, it comes out in waves, and it comes out even in arguments with people, and you're just like, you know, why am I so frustrated? Why am I complaining? Why am I doing this? It's because you haven't dealt with something. You haven't dealt with the source. What you're complaining about may absolutely have nothing to do with what you're actually upset about, because you want to walk away from that pain. You don't want to feel that pain. So I'll focus on other areas and, you know, focus on them, so I don't focus on the actual pain that's, you know, that's really gotten to me. And after I actually, you know, had my moment, dealt with that, and then afterwards, it's been really weird, but I'm feeling this very big sense of calm, and I'm just, it's really weird. It's funny when you feel this, because I felt this before the shoot, when we're actually putting the Astro Stone shoot together, and now I'm feeling this calm again, and it's just, it's very strange. I feel like something's coming, and like I'm ready for it now, because I went through that moment, you know, those expectations and everything, dealt with all that, had another realization with that in myself, and given myself some time and some patience, and then dealt with that, and now it's just this calm in me, and I'm just like, this is really weird, because there is something that I really want to happen right now, and I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but there is something, and that's part of the expectation too as well. I really want to do something, I really want something to happen, and I'm just, you know, I'm trying to predict timelines with it, and that's another thing, expectations. I can't predict timelines with it. You can't tell when this stuff is going to happen. It happens when it happens, and that's it's a really hard thing to come by. It's a really hard thing for me, because, you know, I just want everything right now. I want everything to happen. But now I've kind of just gone, okay, you know, I'm not going to put any pressure on it. I'm not going to put a timeline on it. When it happens is when it's supposed to happen. And when I did that, now the calm actually came. I woke up one morning and I was listening to this new meditation music, which is just like my new favorite meditation music, and it hit me in a way. But now everything's just kind of flowing. Everything just feels, I feel really good. I feel really calm. What I really want to say to you guys here is when you put a timeline on it, the first aha moment when I was just trying to figure out what was going on, I heard it in my mind. I was just like, whose timeline are you on right now? And I'm like, oh, that's what it is. I've put a time limit on it, and then I got disappointed when it didn't happen in that timeline, and that expectation didn't work out for me. Then I got frustrated and angry, and that's what it was. I was trying to force a timeline. I was trying to put on my timeline, not their timeline, my timeline. And that was a really big aha moment. And if you're feeling any angst, any frustration, you really want something to happen right now, as we all do with our dreams and goals, we just want them to happen. Don't put a timeline on it. Don't put any expectations on it or anything. It will come when it comes. Keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep planting the seeds. Keep planting. Keep doing all that stuff. But don't put a timeline when it happens, because trust me, your timeline will be different to theirs. And it might actually, their timeline might be quicker than yours. You might expect it to come later on, and then it comes earlier, and then you're surprised, and then you're just like, oh shit, am I ready for this? So biggest thing is don't put timelines on anything, because you're only setting yourself up to feel pretty hurt, and that's what I felt too. But it was a lesson for me, because that was, myself trying to force something to happen, and don't force it, because when you're in that desperate energy, nothing can ever good come out of it, because you're rushing through it, you're rushing through your life, you're rushing through your decisions, and you're not being clear with your thoughts or with where you're coming from with it, because when you have that desperate energy, guess what energy you're going to attract back? That's exactly what I was doing, and I was just like, oh, okay. But now I'm feeling this calmness within me. Now I feel this. I'm just like, okay, this is where I need to be for this. And I know something's coming, and I feel ready for it. I feel really, really ready for it. So I hope that helps you guys. Thank you so much for the support on my channel. I really, really appreciate all your help and all your, watching it. I'm just absolutely loving it, and I hope I'm helping you guys too. Feel free to comment below what other videos you'd like to see or anything, but just thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel and share my videos around so others can see them too. You can also follow me on Instagram at tiny.langshaw. Have a lot of stuff on there too, a lot of quotes and everything. So anyway, thank you guys just so much for watching.